play fair!
And the producers of The Mummy and The Mummy Returns.
How exactly was supposed to fend them off? When the Emperor built the Great Wall, he buried his enemies underneath it. I will call them to battle once again.
I'm happy to be back. I miss playing this character. I miss the gear. I missed the twin pistols. I missed my sawed-off. I didn't like that I was wrapped in leather and fleece in Montreal in the dead of June or July, and then we were in the Himalayas set, and it's rock salt everywhere, and then so trippy and ironic. You look over the top of the set, and there's like the verdant modern background of a city. We're meant to be in the Himalayas. Oh well, you know. Hey, it's a job. It's what you do. You sell it that it's cold.
The greatest thing was it was like the United Nations on our set. We were shooting in China, and we had a crew of Australians and New Zealanders and Canadians and Brits and French and Americans and Chinese, and it was so great to come together and make this piece of art together and really celebrate each other.
Brendan Fraser's son. How was that?
That was it was a great experience. You know, Brendan was fantastic. Kind of really humble to let me in on the franchise and be part of the team, which was good. I remember the first day of filming, he's like, "Luke, I am your father." So I was like, "Oh well, this is going to be easy," and so it was a great experience. It was like winning the lotto.
Besides Evelyn getting a facelift in this movie, what have you done with the character? How's this character changed since the last movie?
It's been such an incredible ride. You know, I dreamed since I was a kid, and so thrilled that Rob Cohen asked me to do this movie. And I knew from the beginning I couldn't fill Rachel's shoes. She was so beautiful and brilliant in this film, and but he explained it to me beautifully from the beginning. He said, if that character was like Audrey Hepburn as an ingenue, this character was like Katharine Hepburn at 40. A bit more mature, a bit more staid, a bit more in a 20-year-old marriage that needs an injection of passion. So I just feel real grateful to be here.
Well, I play Ziyuan. She's a sorceress. She was living a very happy life in a magical little kingdom, you know, far away from the beaten path. And one day the emperor realizes that, guess what, he is immortal and he cannot fight his biggest enemy, which is death. And so he gets his general to bring forth this amazing sorcerer. And I appear. So I get to fight with Jet Li. And we have quite a fight.
How was working with Jet Li?
Fantastic. You know, we always kid around, and he tells people I'm his brother. And I say, yeah, he's my sister. So we're a family. We're like that. No, really, he's one of the best in the world. You know, when we were on the set, it's like a vacation. Because, you know, we don't stop talking with each other. We're always laughing so much that Rob always runs over to us and say, what are you guys talking about? You know, share it with us. So we had a great time.
When the dude throws a roundhouse kick at you, it just hits nothing but your shirt. But before he does it, he'll walk up to you and feel your ribcage and make sure that you're wearing a pad there anyhow. And the only reason it would ever go wrong is because I'm a knucklehead and I miss my mark and step into his leg, you know, like that. But still, we don't want to hurt each other. You want to create the illusion of peril.
You do a lot of indie work and some mainstream work. Now, can you tell me how do you compare and which one do you prefer more?
You know, I like the indie work. You know, I'm a terribly emotional person, so it's always fun to get that out there. And also, they're usually shorter shoots, so I get to see my son more. This one was a very long shoot, but because I always wanted to be Indiana Jones since I was a kid, it was also the most fun I've ever had on a movie.
What do you think about Hong Kong movies versus American films? Like, what's your take on that?
Well, they're different, right? Everybody, the culture is different, so the way of filmmaking is different, and for that, I think that's what movies are about. Everybody has a different way of presenting an idea and realizing a dream. Hong Kong movies are more fast, much faster. And in some cases, the scripts are not quite developed. But then in Hollywood, sometimes the scripts are overdeveloped. So hopefully we'll have a balance of the two.
Well, tell me, just how badass is Brendan Fraser?
He's badass, man. He's badass. I reckon Brendan would take on Jet Li any day. Well, maybe not. Jet Li might kick my butt for that, but
it's all about SpongeBob.
How badass is Brendan Fraser?
He is adorable.
SpongeBob is to children as Bugs Bunny was to me.
Just how badass are you and Brendan Fraser?
Well, I'm pretty badass. I'm the guy that saves the day, really. You know, I mean, he goes around punching, kicking, doing all that. He achieves nothing, and I've just got this big badass bomb. And that's what you need when you're fighting the immortal guys, is a big bomb. Just blow the smithereens out of them.
And I met Bugs too. And people say, you know, well, what's he like? Is he a nice guy? You know, because actors get this reputation. Is he a good guy? You met him? Like, Bugs is. Daffy Duck's an asshole. That's all I'm saying.
The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor.